Psst, disclaimer.
My promise to my children, I am not your friend, I am not your mom. I will stalk you, flip out on you, lecture you, drive you insane, and be your worst nightmare and hunt you down like a bloodhound when needed because I love you. When you understand that, I will know you are a reasonable adult. You will never find someone who loves, prays, cares, and worries about you more than I do.
No.
Why?
You don't need to drive your kids insane to let them know you love them. That goes for any relationship. Jesus Christ. Loving someone and caring for them is not the same as unconditional suffocation. Stop! Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos, and welcome to The Click. Today, we're going to look at some r/InsaneParents and grant our lucky souls that... I was about to say something like, if you have problems, we can all be each other's daddies, but it just sounds really bad. Oh my god, I'm going to hell. Enjoy this video. Mwah. Why do parents ruin your day and then act like they didn't ruin your day and wonder why you're in a bad mood? My god, this goes for bad friends as well. It's like, why are you so grumpy? Maybe because the thing you did just 5 minutes ago, Karen! Sorry, you're getting way too invested. My parents are forcing me to delete social media, so this is my last tweet. Apparently, I don't have a platform. It's fake. I love you all so much. Keep fighting. A girl with over 125,000 followers posted this. Then you have like a proper influence on a platform going. Dear God, don't give that up. That can be so valuable. That can turn into like a job or an outlet for like an artistic talent or anything like that. Like followers isn't everything, okay fam? It's in our generation, we're kind of a bit obsessed with clout chasing. But when you have that platform and you learn to appreciate it, it can change so much. And throwing it away because of something like this, oh God, it hurts.
My son turns 5 at the end of the year, so I have to enroll him in school. The school has just told me I can't come and breastfeed him at recesses and lunch. I don't know what to do. I feel like they're discriminating against me. I am still breastfeeding my 7-year-old. It's why I made the choice to homeschool.
Isn't breastfeeding something you stop with way sooner than that? They're 7 years old. Cut the cord already. God. My drunk mother ripped my baby off my desk. Frick my life. What an absolute alcoholic tyrant. Jesus Christ. That goes for anything. Even if they were the ones who paid for the computer and they smash it while drunk, people that smash things when they're drunk and angry, period, then you shouldn't drink. And say, oh, they were drunk. No, if you act like this, if you're drunk, it's your responsibility not to get drunk in the first place. Cease. My parents, when I raised my voice by 1 decibel. I don't know, man. Seems kind of disrespect to me. Don't have children if you cannot accept that they will grow into a whole person with their own thoughts, ideologies, sexual preferences, beliefs, and values. No child should be forced or conditioned into a mini-you or fulfill your lost dreams.
That is kind of pathetic thinking. It's why our country is a disaster and near collapse today. We teach children our culture. What you dumb do with it is your business. But one day, you will snap out of the stupidity and see your parents only had love for you and desire for you to be an asset to society and not a debit.
Okay. Oh my god! Where do I even begin? Okay, first thing, if you want to change someone's mind on some subject, calling them an idiot for not agreeing with you to start with will give them pretty good reason not to agree with you afterwards. Secondly, you need to enable your child to be their own person. I think the best combination I ever had described to me is a mix where the parent is more like, hey kid, I'll let you learn from my mistakes and share my wisdom, but ultimately what you want to do is up to you. Of course, unless they do something completely bonkers, then you need to, give them proper guidance. But most of the time that isn't the case. It's like, hey, I want to be an architect instead of a doctor. How could you? Or like, hey, I want to date the person I love. It's not that hard to accept, fam. Dallas moms, which, oh no. Okay, here we go, Karen.
A background. I have 5 children aging from 3 to 11 years old. We live in a family-friendly neighborhood where all the parents on the street get together each month. Last weekend during game night, don't worry, we practiced social distancing. My neighbor Lisa was telling me about her coworker whose child, 9 years old, came down with after he went to a slumber party. It turns out this was immunity party. Lisa referred to it as a mixer, where one child who has with minor symptoms plays with other children so they can get affected eventually supposedly getting the antibodies to build immunity. Her co-workers said the host did one last month, and all but one of the children who tested positive are now healthy with antibodies. Lisa informed me that they were going to another mixer this weekend, and she invited me and my children to come. She explained to me that it's very safe and
Sorry, I'm choking on the BS.
She explained to me that it's very safe and the host makes sure that only healthy children are invited. If you are at risk, they won't let you attend. Parents are welcome to hang out if they do not have antibodies.
Yeah, well, okay.
Once the party is over, the host will give you instructions to follow your child after being infected. I'm on the fence about it if I should go, but Lisa's argument is very convincing. I want to wait until there is a vaccine, but at the same time, I'm honestly tired of social distancing, and I need to get these kids out of the house before I pull my hair out.
Yeah, back when I was a kid, I'm quite an oldie if I may say so myself. Parents did the chickenpox parties in the early 80s for sure. I went to one. I'm pretty sure the thinking was, get them all over it now together. Pretty much all the kids in my neighborhood went to the infected boy's house. And if you didn't catch it as a kid and caught it later as an adult, it was actually way more dangerous. So there was actually some merit behind the chickenpox parties at the time. Feel free to fact check me on it. The risk with the virus is that it spreads very fast. It can potentially mutate, so getting antibodies right now and potentially risk overloading the entire medical system is silly. And also the fact that people that have actually been very healthy and stable have come down with some of the most serious symptoms. There are so many unknown factors that spreading this thing like it's some other thing that we have common knowledge about is absolutely bonkers. Don't do it. Mama. Normalize speaking back to adults who are repeatedly disrespectful to you. Just cause you're older, I must take the disrespect?
What is this about?
Nothing, I just found it and reposted it.
Take it down, please. If I have to tell you again to quit posting inappropriate things, I will shut down your Instagram. Angry emoji.
I can see where this post is coming from. Way to prove a point. Face palming right now. Okay.
Oculus Quest 64GB, $600. My son is apparently an evil genius and managed to order this VR set without my permission or knowledge. He is, however, not smart enough to completely cover his tracks and got caught. He was also not clever enough to read the fine print, which doesn't allow returns of VR headsets to Best Buy in the age of This brand new Oculus needs to go to a more desiring and less deceitful owner. No trades, no lowballing. This is literally brand new in the box. This is not an opportunity for you to get a VR set for 25% off. Trust me, a pissed off mother is not someone you want to lowball right now. We'll consider reasonable offers. Only used a couple of times, will be sanitized prior to pickup. From a smoke-free home. Comes in original packaging with 2 hand controllers, charging cord and headset. Save my son from the wrath of his mother.
Hey, how did your child get a hold of your banking info or PayPal password, as there is a lock on all that?
He is old enough to know how to set up his own account, paid with his own money.
Wait, you're literally selling stuff your son worked for? Wait, what? How is this justified, lady? Are you kidding me? Like, at first I thought it was somewhat legitimate. Like, hey, your son snuck out and bought something with mama's credit card that he wasn't allowed to do. I mean, sure, I would agree with punishing that. Heck yeah. But this is like, he worked for it, lady. This genuinely upset me. Incubation unit. Nice.
Get your shizzle and go. Don't come back.
I got all my shizzle and I ain't coming back. You forgot I have a whole apartment downtown? I was only there for brother.
You're so frippin' disrespectful.
Dude, what? Please get out of my face. I'm a grown man. I'm not gonna be yelled at about some dishes. Lord, I hope brother doesn't go crazy in that house with you.
Doesn't matter. I carried you for 9 whole months. You never flip and listen to me.
But did I ask for that though? If you as a parent have to resort to the fact that that you were preggo with your kid, you're not coming to the argument from a logical, reasonable standpoint. That's like those parents that say, like, you have to repay all the food you ate as a child. You know that it was you as a parent who decided to get a child, right? It was your choice, your responsibility, and you were the adult person in that choice. You know, nobody else had a say in it. Oh my god, I can't. It's so ridiculous. Going out with my friends after cleaning the whole house because my mom said I could if I did. Me. My mom. Never mind, you can't go anymore. A social life? Me? And then they come back the week after.
Why don't you have any friends who always spend time in the house?
Me. I feel depressed. I don't have anything to do. My mom.
Very well then. I will take away the things you like until you're happy again. You can thank me later.
Life only gets harder from here, you young little rascal. Be glad you have that small pleasantries of life right now. It will only get worse. Wait until you have a job and a lousy kid. Yay, Mom. Thanks for the encouragement. Words of wisdom to people younger in the audience, which is, well, most of my audience. Life usually gets better with time, because you get more and more power to choose who you want to spend time with. You get more power to choose which job you want. It's not always an option. I don't want to downplay it, but the older you get, typically the more responsibilities you have, but that also means you have more free choice yourself. You have less people making choices for you the older you get. So that's definitely something to look forward to if you find yourself in this situation. It's cliche, but it really does get better. My 27-year-old brother who can't find a job, but receives support and money from our parents. 20-year-old me, who is expected to work part-time, have good grades and scholarship. Yeah, favoritism among siblings is surprisingly common.
The father of my unborn child, I am 8.5 months pregnant, told me, I don't believe in conspiracies. I trust the citizens of the government 100% and thinks we should vaccinate baby girl 100% when she gets here. I, on the other hand, I am the total opposite. I have done my research. I don't believe just what I'm told without looking shizzle up for myself. Is any other parents in this situation? How did you handle it? So far I told him that if he tries any sneaky shite without my knowledge, that I will kill him. And I got no response. I'm terrified. Can the father get vaccinations without the mother's knowledge or approval? I seriously just don't want him around her alone at this point. Also, can I just add that I was pro-vax till about 5 months of being pregnant, hence the reason why this wasn't a convo until then. Thanks.
Alright. If you're an anti-vaxxer and you have threatened to kill your partner, you probably shouldn't be a parent. Those are just some very, very red flags. And done your research? What do you mean by that? You didn't go to doctor school. Have you been scrolling through mama Facebook pages or Googled vaccine autism and came up with a result? Okay, there are beautiful things about the internet and bad things about the internet. Whatever opinion you hold about everything, the internet is so vast with so many people from across all corners of the globe that you will almost always find someone who will agree with you subjectively. That's the downside of the internet. Back in the day, if you had some bonkers idea, you know, and you couldn't find people around you who supported it, the idea probably died out. But on the internet, these people, even though if they are really far in between, they can still find each other. And these ideas really, like, they get their roots into these communities, and it's terrible. It's so bad. Okay, rant over. In relation to the last post, it's an easy process. Vaccinate the child, file for divorce, sue for full custody using anti-vax as evidence that she is an unfit parent. Live a healthy, loving relationship with your child. I mean, I appreciate the comment. It's not that easy in practice though, sadly. There's a lot of personal drama. But yeah, I mean, not a bad course of action, I guess.
I was so sick with a massive migraine after being forced to wear a mask to look at home here. I can't even wear a mask, neither can my kids. I have the science to back it up, and we worship Christ in faith. Not fake science that mask wearing helps. It hurts or lowers our immune system. God gave us the breath of life, and only God can take it away. No mandatory rule, fear, shame, guilt will ever force our family to vaccinate or wear a hair mask.
What? Oh my God. I commented on the stupid racist memes my grandma kept posting on Facebook, and she blocked me. My own grandma. She'd rather be a big racist than see the pictures and post about her granddaughter and great-grandchildren. That's racist for you. Yeah, when your racism is worth more than the rest of your family. Dad, what do you think? Oh my God, I love it. You must not like my bell. Wait, what? I said I love it. Maybe my text didn't go through? When I sent you the picture, I was painting the symbols. What do you think of it finished? I love it. It looks really amazing. You did a great job, Dad, truly. Have you finished the other piece that it will hang from? You must not have gotten the first video I sent you. You must be doing other things, so I don't want to be bothering you with stupid stuff. I'm gonna talk to you later. Bye for now. Dad, don't do that. Just because I don't text back right away doesn't mean I don't care. I do care. I'm just not always on my phone, so I don't always see the text right away. I didn't get a video, just a picture. Maybe send the video again? Jesus Christ, your dad acts like a dramatic 14-year-old that didn't get instant gratification. Pay attention. should. I bet his relationship with his children is great. Sad part is, they probably respect him more than you guys respect me. Sad emoji. They probably hate him and will stop speaking to him when they're able to provide for themselves. Fear is not respect. Cause you have years of parenting experience. Just because you hate me doesn't mean everyone thinks like you. You don't need years of parenting experience to know how to treat people. And since when did I say I hated you? I know that not everyone thinks like me, but people are genuinely less likely to want to be around someone that acts like that. My father sent a video to a group chat with me and my brother of a guy smashing his kids' television because they forgot their chores. That was yesterday morning. Since, I have been getting complete silent treatment, and he snaps at my mom and brother whenever they try to speak to him. Smashing things is never the solution. Children should have consequences for when they do bad stuff or when they don't do things that they are told, you know, like chores. Everyone messes up a house. It's fair that everyone should do chores. But there has to be a level of consistency between how big of a thing they mess up and how big the punishment is. Like smashing a big expensive things they own is so permanent and so damaging compared to the little thing they did wrong. That will just make them afraid of failing. It's like the worst psychological programming you could ever do. It's like the mindset. It's like,
don't even try, kids. Trying is the first step towards failure.
Mom while arguing.
This is my house.
Mom while cleaning. This is our house, little Mama.
Take that Facebook post down.
What post?
The gay one.
Is it hurting you?
Yes.
Why?
Take it down or I'm taking your phone. You worry me liking stuff like that.
So having my own opinions on things worries you? You don't have to like the post, but that doesn't mean that you have to make me take it down. It's my opinion that it's okay to be gay. It's your right to believe otherwise, but that don't mean you have to force me to take it down. Beliefs like this always strike me like, hey, I'm on a diet, so nobody in the world is allowed to produce cookies anymore. Like, well, no. No matter how fat your ego is, it doesn't mean you're the center of gravity in the universe. Stop! Chance of transmission, and here we have a graph of different combination of face masks and distance. Nice.
How did you survive the snare virus, Dad?
I went to work without a mask to build up my antibodies because that's how our immune system works.
Flippin' legend!
Well, yes, to some extent. That's the whole idea with flattening the curve, you know. If the cases per day increase too much, the hospitals will be overloaded, and that's when people die. Letting the things spread at a, like, reduced pace, yeah, that can work to some extent, but the point is to not overload our infrastructure. That is the dangerous part, and that's why you should keep your distance. Reduce the spreading frequency, at least until we have a vaccine. And what about the people who are immunocompromised or elderly? You suck. Mom.
When you say pro-evolution, though, many people will think you mean the Big Bang, and we came from monkeys. If you say yay for gays, Christians think that means you think sex before marriage is okay. Oh no, we don't know if you're encouraging the lifestyle or caring for people.
I mean, the theory of evolution has nothing to do with the Big Bang and does not claim that we came from monkeys. I think you are proving my point that Christians have never taken the time to understand evolution, and that's why the meme is funny. As far as the LGBT thing, yeah, I support the people, and same-sex relationship are not something I would condemn. It's like it's not hurting anyone. The philosophy here is very simple. The more people in the world, of course, assuming basic stuff like everyone is consenting adults, that kind of stuff, the more people in the world who are allowed to love who they want to love, the less hurt people, the less bitter people, the better world for everyone. Why is that such a difficult concept? And the Big Bang Theory is unrelated. The Big Bang Theory is just saying like, okay, we can see that everything is expanding outwards and accelerating, so if we just like play that backwards, we can see kind of that it all came from a point, you know, like, that's kind of the basic concept. It's not hard. And we didn't come from monkeys. We share a common ancestor. Okay, moving on. Everyone. Teenagers talk about politics, feminism, racism, sexuality, discrimination, etc. Everyone. Hold on. This whole operation was your idea. I love that meme format. I think the middle ground in this kind of thing is that it's definitely good to involve yourself in topics, and it's also good to realize that nobody knows everything about everything. When I look back to when I was a teenager, I used to think I had a lot of answers, and when I grew up and explored like different opinions and my view of the world expanded and I tried different fields and that kind of stuff, you realize that your initial opinions are usually very uninformed. So it's very good to explore things. Of course, I will always encourage that, and it's also important not to settle for the first best opinion, if that makes sense. Because the world is incredibly complex, no one has an objective view of the world, and it's important not to root yourself too strongly in opinions. That's my take on it. With that said, keep exploring, keep being you, and keep being awesome. Mwah.
No offense, but this idea is horrible. Lie to your kids? Make them wear a mask even though you feel completely different? Why? So they can go to school? Screw that! Homeschool and stick to your morals and personal beliefs. Think about it. What if they told you to line your child up and go to the gas chamber? Are you going to lie to little Timmy and tell him he was going to get lunch? I honestly feel sick that so many will just sheep and follow along. Fake it? Never! Don't underestimate your children. They need to trust you.
Wait, what? Oh my god. That you would make that comparison in the first place? I stared at this for like 10 seconds in semi-disbelief. Whew! Parental unit. I don't care about proving Hydra works or not. The problem isn't that. The problem is overwhelming ICU units, which they are now starting to be flooded with patients because folks couldn't be bothered to wear masks and stay at home.
Yes, it is. I wonder how many came from Mexico.
That's the dumbest thing you've said to me all month. Seriously, Mom, what kind of stupid racist nonsense is that? Me, who doesn't have insane parents, but wants to support others who do.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Aw, to all of you out there, stay strong. It's cliche, but it does get better with time. My mom, me, admitting to her I'm suicidal.
You're not suicidal, just looking for attention.
Okay, the thing is that, 1, don't assume that as the first option. That's really bad. Number 2, even if they did do it for attention, that means something else is seriously wrong. If your child is willing to push the boundaries so much just for an ounce of attention. This is a bad situation, however you twist it. It's very obvious to me after reading the sub and stuff, and also from things I've seen in real life, that surprisingly few parents are like persons. It's kind of yikers. Kids whose parents don't care about them. Kids whose parents care too much and crush their child's mental health with expectations. Lots of drugs and alcohol. Don't drown yourselves in alcohol and that kind of stuff. It will only make it way worse. Find comfort in good friends, find comfort in other circles, and find another core in life that does not revolve around people who are toxic. That's the best advice. Taking the route to temporarily numb the symptoms, it's only gonna get worse. Hey guys, random question. Yeah? Do your parents ask for your friends' names and look up their family history and criminal records? No? What the? Did find my YouTube channel? Does your mom do that for us? She's going to. Tell her it's weird. She doesn't believe me. Oh my god. I mean, I've seen Paranoid, but Jesus Christ. Father, I can never accept the fact that you're lesbian. It's against my morals and beliefs. We are a Christian family, and you can be glad to still be allowed under my roof. Me scrolls through his phone and finds lesbian naughties. Father,
I carried you for 9 months.
My mom, me, I lived with you for 18 years. That's a good comedic relief to end this video on. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Other than that, I hope an amazing day, night time, or whatever time you live, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Mwah.